In elementary school, did you participate in the DARE program? Do you know the history of it? Well, regardless of the answer, I ask you to watch this video to find out more about the war on drugs and its disastrous consequences. My name is N2DA9, and this is the War on Drugs tier list. Tier 1, DARE. The DARE program was a drug prevention program started in 1983 in Los Angeles County Public Schools. It focuses on the prevention of drugs by making drugs scary, educating students on the risks, and it was created to curb gang violence in juvenile court. An interesting fact I found out about the DARE program is that one of its founders said that black people are not quote unquote normal, as well as saying that casual drug users should be taken out back and shot. Cocaine. Cocaine comes from the coca leaf, which has been used for its stimulative qualities for a long time. It was first isolated from the leaves in 1860, making it a more available substance. Cocaine is a stimulative and powerfully addictive drug, used to supply the user with energy as well as a sense of euphoria. The drug was used throughout the past 1,000 years, gaining popularity in the 1800s as a medicine even used in Coca-Cola. In the 1970s, it came to popularity as a drug used by many businessmen. Around the time, it colloquially became known as a wealthy man's drug due to the rise of crack cocaine, which was far cheaper. The phrase "just say no" has become synonymous with the war on drugs and drug prevention. The term was first coined by First Lady Nancy Reagan in 1984 while visiting an elementary school. She was asked by a child what to do when offered drugs, and she simply said, "Just say no." This phrase has become infamous due to the large number of advertisements and PSAs using the phrase, as well as cultural relevance.
To enjoy life to the fullest and to make it count. Say yes to your life, and when it comes to drugs and alcohol, just say no.
Nixon. Richard Nixon was elected in the 1968 presidential election, and he served as president for 2 terms. But his second term was cut short due to being impeached after the Watergate scandal. Nixon was the person who started the war on drugs and is known for his strict yet ineffective drug policy.
And I want to say this to the television audience. I made my mistakes, but in all of my years of public life, I have never profited from public service. I've earned every cent. And in all of my years of public life, I have never obstructed justice. And I think, too, that I could say that in my years of public life, that I welcome this kind of examination, because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got. President?
Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was elected president in 1980 after beating the incumbent president Jimmy Carter due to his charismatic personality. He was loved by the country and won a 49-state landslide. But despite his likable personality and holding a positive public opinion, his policy actually harmed our country forever. He carried on with the criminalization of drugs as well as instituting harmful deregulations, allowing companies to have more control over the people that have since segregated the country into social classes. Under his administration and with his discretion, the CIA smuggled crack from Colombia into American cities to fund a violent revolution against a democratically elected government, all in the name of capitalism and American supremacy. Crack cocaine is a cheaper alternative to traditional cocaine. Crack was popularized in the 1970s due to it being a far stronger drug for the price. It is a free-base version of cocaine that is smoked in a pipe. Crack is extremely addictive and is believed to have destroyed many cities and families during its peak. The police. The police are a key part of the war on drugs due to their position as the enforcers of these laws. The police during the 1970s, 80s, and 90s were known to show their brutality towards minorities, and this extended to the war on drugs and today. Police showed particular brutality to those who the laws they were enforcing were targeting. This era of policing has extended to the modern day and affects the current opinion of the public regarding police. This is the end of today's video, but in Tier 2 we'll be talking about the DEA, other presidents, and other government-related organizations and how they relate to the war on drugs. If you enjoy learning about these topics, then I ask you to comment and subscribe, as it lets me know you enjoyed the content and want more. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.